What is going on, Senpai Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Harrison, why on earth are you holding your mic in your hand? As you can probably see, I'm currently going through a bit of a change. I'm trying to switch my setup around a bit for personal reasons. And what I originally had planned with my mic stand didn't work. And I have no alternative. And I'm already late enough on these reviews. So we're going Eternal Hokage style when he's on his holidays, holding our mic for a little bit for the foreseeable future. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it can be our channel's own little personal trait. I enjoy it. But anyway, going into Black Clover chapter 193, I want to say. Like I said, I'm already pretty late on these reviews. But I should probably start off by saying that I think it was last chapter, or maybe the chapter before, but it was in the last couple of chapters, I said that, because I kept saying for weeks and weeks, Yuno's next, Yuno's next, Yuno's next. I said, I don't think Yuno's going to be coming anymore because we seem to be going into the whole Shadow Palace thing. I think Yuno's time will come at another point. And what would you know? As soon as I finally say we won't get Yuno, boom, Yuno's appeared. I don't know how he's appeared or why he's appeared. We're evidently going to have some sort of flashback at some point because last thing we heard about Yuno, the elves were sending someone after him, and Yuno seemed perfectly fine. So whether or not the elf that was sent to him has already been taken care of, and we've just not seen it off panel, off screen, whatever you want to call it, and we'll get a flashback to that at some point. I'm not too sure. There's every possibility, or maybe the person that was sent after him just hasn't caught up to him yet. I'm not too sure what's actually going on there, but I think Yuno is being built up to get some form of promotion of some kind. Now, a lot of people are talking Golden Dawn Captain. Some people are even talking Wizard King. Now, personally, Golden Dawn Captain, maybe. I could potentially see that happening. Wizard King, however, I think that's way too soon, and there's way better fits for that role right now. For Gelion, Yami, you know, people like that. I think Yuno, it's way too soon for that to happen. The only way Yuno is going to become Wizard King, if he literally becomes the absolute hero that saves the world in these next however many chapters left of this arc. But as it stands, I think Gelion definitely has that position nailed down as the Wizard King. Golden Dawn Captain, maybe, very maybe, because obviously William's going to be out of action, and the only real candidates for that really, I think, are Yuno and Langris. Personally, unpopular opinion, I know, I would quite like to see Langris become captain in a way to kind of redeem himself. I think that'd be quite interesting, and having Yuno as his vice captain, because Langris, being someone who always looked down on like the peasants, the poor, the commoners, more than a lot of other people, he was a proper dick, for lack of a better word. I think it'd be quite interesting for him to go through a redemption arc, a redemption phase of him becoming the captain, while having his least favourite type of people, basically, as his vice captain role, with being Yuno. I think that'd be quite interesting to see. Let me know what you guys make of that. But going into something else that really intrigued a lot of people in this chapter for all the right reasons. I actually made a video slightly covering this topic the other day, yesterday maybe, I think it could have been, about what this could have meant. But if you haven't seen it, then you know you can always go check it out. But I'm gonna jump into it a little bit now, and that was when Fana said that we used this magic, you know. So basically she talked about them, a specific them, having unreasonable access to unreasonable magic power, and because they use this forbidden elf reincarnation spell. And straight away, who on earth are they, them? To me, it screams the demons. We haven't seen the demons at all much in this series. However, they've always been present. If you watch the anime, you literally see one at the start of every single damn episode. Asta has one in his sword. He's responsible for the Black Asta mode. Demons have played a big role in this story, and it's very clear that they're going to be playing an even bigger role going forward. And I think the time is right for us to finally go into demon territory. I think this Shadow Palace business, whatever's going on there, there's definitely going to be some form of connection, I think, with that place and the demons. We know it's the gate between the life and the afterlife, so somewhere around here, definitely we're getting close to demon territory, I think. And I personally think that the elves actually, I mean, I'm not going to go too into detail about my theory. I made a theory about Patoli and his dark secrets, like I said, recently, so go check that one out. But I think that the demons were the actual ones responsible for the slaughtering of the elves, not the humans. I think the humans were framed personally, and I think that the elves, a particular elf, Patoli, struck a deal with the demons, and I think the demons are actually using the elves to, I don't know, maybe be reincarnated themselves, have access to this world, something like that. I'm not too sure, but I definitely think that it's the demons that Fana was referring to in this chapter when she was talking about them and an unreasonable magic power, and I definitely think that the demons' time is upon us, so I can't wait to see what happens there. We know that Tabata is really good with this foreshadowing. This whole them business could come 100 chapters down the line, 200 chapters down the line. It could come in the next 10 chapters. We have no idea, but one thing I am very certain of is that I can't wait to see more. But the whole intriguing parts of this chapter does not end there, because Nero, probably the most mysterious character in the damn story and is a freaking bird, was on his grind yet again, on that magic stone grind. He went in after Yuno and he actually looked very concerned. Now, myself and a lot of other people think that Nero was actually trying to stop Yuno from going into the Shadow Palace. Clearly, Nero has a high ton of intelligence when it comes to what's currently going down. You know, we know he's got an incredible magic stone seeking ability, although he's never shown that much interest in Yuno's magic stone. Maybe that's because they knew it was in the right hands regardless, and maybe that's actually why he's trying to stop Yuno from going to where they are, because he knows that the elves only need that one stone, and Yuno just being there is a huge risk. So yeah, I mean, I think Yuno did try and stop Nero did try and stop Yuno, but like I said, at the end of the day, he's a damn bird. He couldn't really do much. He tried his very best, but the question still stands: who on earth is Nero? Now, there's a lot of people saying that, you know, he's the reincarnation of the first Wizard King. I've even some people say he's the physical manifestation of Asta's demon. That's a wild one. That is a very, very wild one. But it's an interesting one, I won't lie. It would be very interesting to see how that happened if it was the case. I personally don't think it is. I think Wizard King seems very, very likely. If Asta's not the reincarnation of the first Wizard King, please don't be Asta, I'm begging you. So yeah, I think Nero, very possible. But like I said, I think Nero is actually trying to stop Yuno from going into the Shadow Palace, because I don't think he was tagging along with Yuno so that he could get to the Shadow Palace because he really wants to be there, because if that was the case, then why didn't he go in the first place when Asta and all that went? He didn't really show too much concern about it then. But now that Yuno's going, all of a sudden, he's on alert. He needs to get there with him. So, very interested to see how that takes out. And then, obviously, I have to mention the chapter's greatest plot, if you could say. Tabata has been on his thick grind lately. I don't know if you've noticed. Tabata, I mean, it's not even Tabata. You got Tabata, Oda, you know, Horikoshi. They all just seem like, is it just that time of year in Japan? Are all the mangakas just mega horny? Because I'm swearing, Mimosa's breasts have like doubled in this arc. And then now he's like tearing the clothes. All I'm saying is, Tabata, like, you put in the finest of work when it comes to your artwork, but it's very clear to say that, you know, you're very, your true colours are showing lately with all these Mimosa, and then we had Fana as well, all these people. But hey, you know what? We'll see. The people enjoy it, so keep doing what you do. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. Like I said, I apologise for this very default, is that the right word? Very rushed setup. I have to apologise, but I actually kind of enjoyed holding my mic in this video, so we'll see what happens. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not ready to become a member of the Senpai Squad. I've already said all this. Leave a comment in the comment section down below on all your thoughts and opinions on this chapter, and I will see you guys in another video. But until then, peace.